There are shows I really enjoy that sometimes I really look forward to seeing again. Sometimes, though, there is the inevitable letdown. Not because the script has lost its magic seeing it a second time, but because, unfortunately, the cast and production from the original were so excellent that anything following it will be less. Hello and welcome to episode 59 of One Man's Opinion, where I review professional theater across Connecticut and New York. Today I am reviewing Yale Repertory Theater's production of Tarell Alvin McCraney's Choir Boy, directed by Christopher D. Betts, running through April 23rd at their University Theater at 222 York Street in New Haven. I love Choir Boy. It's a fantastic play about love, faith, class conflict, and discovering one's identity. As for Yale Rep's production, there are some great moments here, but there are elements that I think do not capture the original spirit of the play when I saw it on Broadway. And I know people are going to say, this isn't Broadway. This is a professional theater that's at a university level. I get that. But there's an expectation that comes with it. And I think that Yale Rep has the capabilities of being as good as a Broadway production. Choir Boy follows Pharus Jonathan Young, played by Israel Aaron Ford, an effeminate student at the fictional Charles R. Drew Preparatory School for Boys, an all-black school founded under conservative Christian guidelines and principles. Pharus has been chosen to be the lead singer for the school's choir his senior year, but when abuses escalate by bully Bobby, played by Anthony Holliday, Pharus faces off against students and faculty alike as he looks to define exactly who he is, not only sexually but spiritually. What is pleasantly ironic about Choir Boy, and in part why I love it so much, is that Pharus is the most devoted student to both faith and the principles of the school. Throughout the play, he is repeatedly saying how he's a Drew man, doing everything within his power and ability to follow its edicts. And when he is challenged on who he is sexually attracted to, he says he loves Jesus and no one else. And you believe him. His beliefs and solidarity are sincere. And his ability to commit to these devotions are challenged continuously, not by any of his own doing, but because of the people around him. It's the prejudices of those around him, not his own repressed homosexual feelings, that prove to lead others to sin. It is a great allegory to the American conservative Christian ethos and how permissive the American conservative Christian church can be to so many other sins, as long as homosexuality is condemned. It really nails that hypocrisy on the head. Israel Aaron Ford is great as Pharus. He's got the right balance of flair, confidence, and an almost contradictory degree of inner doubt. His scenes with Malik James, who plays his roommate Anthony, are the best in the show. The two share a genuine affection and a platonic love between the two characters. Together they are by far the best parts of Choir Boy. The problem with this production, though, comes from the direction and performances of some of the other supporting roles. Bobby, for example. Holliday never captures Bobby's entitled bravado or his desire to fit in with the other students. Unlike Pharus and many of the other boys, Bobby is a legacy student. His father attended the school and feels empowered by his name. His uncle is even the headmaster of the school, and more on him later. As described in the text, Bobby is a student who comes from a place of privilege compared to some of the other students, and it never translates in Holliday's performance that he is trying to be more, quote, ghetto or more gangster, if you will, in order to fit in with some of the other students. The other issues are the two adults. Headmaster Morrow, played by Alan Gilmore, and Mr. Pendleton, played by Walton Wilson, are way too cartoonish. They felt like caricatures and not like real people dealing with the conflicts these students are dealing with. Gilmore's Marrow is quick to anger when, as headmaster, There should probably be a bit more silent authority and austerity in his presence. A kind of, I am the headmaster, you will revere and respect me because of who I am, not because I yell at you. Pendleton, on the other hand, is a retired professor who has returned to teach a critical thinking class for the students. He is a longtime civil rights activist who has a deep-rooted passion for both black and gay rights. Instead, we get a bumbling, clownish character who suddenly turns serious for a beat late in the play. That moment isn't earned here. Being a play with music, I should comment on the vocals, which are nearly flawless. There are a few attempts at embellishments here and there that go a beat too long and loses the rhythm of the song. Probably the best vocalist was Aaron James McKenzie, who plays David, a boy who has a hidden past with Pharus that has created a rift between the two before the play begins. His song later in the play that spurs on the play's climax was well performed and deeply moving. Yale Rep's production of Choir Boy is a decent production. It has its hit and misses, but its misses aren't so egregious that I would say skip it. The play itself is so excellent on its own that it is worth seeing. I personally, though, left thinking of what could have been. But that is only one man's opinion of Choir Boy at Yale Rep. Be sure to leave yours in the comments below. If you're interested in tickets, I'll leave a link in the description. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be alerted to new reviews. My next review will be Westport Country Playhouse's production of the musical Next to Normal. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at the theater.